Yeah.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's OB with a TMQ. Xbox One is OB with 89. PSN is OB with 89. Twitch is OB with 89. Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube is with TV 89. How y'all doing today? I'm sorry. I'm super late on this video. I'm just so frustrated losing. I'm not used to it no more since we went to the Super Bowl 13-3 record. I'm so sick of losing. I'm so sick of losing. So sick of losing. I'm gonna keep saying that till I can't say it no more. But that's beside the point. I just want to just highlight one player. I just want to simply sit there and talk about Nick Mullens. I just need you to grab that chair, wherever chair you buy, couch, anything. Just grab something that you can sit on. And I want you to listen to me clearly. Grab a beer. You know what? I'm going to grab a beer for you. I'm going to drink me a nice little Heineken for you. Shout out Heineken. Mullens. Nick. I should call you. Should call you number 4. You don't get no name. You get an opportunity to start. You get this opportunity of a lifetime to become a starting quarterback in the NFL. Potentially being starting somewhere else. Because technically we found our quarterback in Jimmy G. But it's your opportunity to help you get traded to a better team. And in return we get some draft picks from you. But all jokes aside, for you to be a quarterback that consider himself as a starting quarterback in the NFL, you need to play like it. Am I telling you got to know every coverage? No. Am I telling you got to throw every ball perfect? No. But you got to be a leader in the NFL as a quarterback. I don't care what anybody say about Jimmy G. He that. Look at what we do without that guy. He's a man of little words, but he's a leader. I don't know how he do it. He leads his team, and they believe in him. He got everybody in the locker room. He has everybody on his side. Now, preseason, he was phenomenal. The year what was it, like 2-3 years ago, we first really got Shanahan, he was doing well. What happened? Like literally, what happened? And I'm not sitting here trying to bash you. You made it further than most people would never. A lot of people will not make it in your position. Nobody will not make it as far as you did. But when you had this opportunity to go out there and play NFL football for my favorite team, yeah, I need you to go in there and put that red and gold on and play like you Joe Montana or Steve Young. Shoot, I'd take Jeff Garcia. Don't go in there playing like you don't want to win. Me personally, and it's no shot to you, but it's a shot to you, I would have started CJ. Once that ship started sinking, because every game is a playoff game for us. We lost 2 playoff games. The defense give you the ball, and you give the ball right back. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You got great run game. You have great receivers. Oh, shout out Brandon Aiyuk. You got a good guy, a.k.a. Baby Julio, a lot of people saying. Jordan Reed, he's a good tight end. Dwelly, he's a good tight end. Juszczyk is just an all-around player. You got people around you to help you in this thing we call football. How is it that you get this chance and you blowing it? Like you literally blowing your opportunity. I mean, you still gonna be in the NFL as a backup. Look this. Just look at Nick Foles. He had his opportunity in the playoffs for the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs, and guess what he did? He won. He won all the games he needed to win to go where? To the Super Bowl. And guess what he did in the Super Bowl? He won. And that led him a contract somewhere else. He wanted to stay in Philly, but you got your starting quarterback. You can't pay your backup quarterback. Me personally, I think Nick Foles is a great person in that setup, that offense. But anyways, besides the point, he had opportunity to go somewhere else and start. Wait, was it Jacksonville? He stole a lot of money, but he got an opportunity to start in the NFL. And it's not me bashing you. It's not me bashing you, but it's me telling you, hey, look, you in the NFL, I'm not. You making money, I'm not. I can't. Hey, all I'm saying is my favorite team. That's all I'm trying to say. But at the same time, when you play that position, man, play it well. Nobody wants to see us losing. Nobody wants to see that we just went to the Super Bowl. Granted, a lot of injuries, But at the same time, man, you got this opportunity to be a problem. Hey, you could have took Jimmy G's spot. You could have been like, it could have been a situation where Shanahan was like, you know what? We don't need to draft a quarterback. I got my quarterbacks. Let's draft another receiver. Or let's draft some more corners. Or let's draft the offensive line. The kid in Oregon, he's good. We ain't gonna be able to get him. Why? Because we focus on the quarterback. Well, speculations. Oh, let's get some corners. Kid out South Carolina. All this information comes from one of my co-workers. He told me about them. I looked them up. They're pretty good. But, come on, man. You know what? I'm taking a drink of this Heineken. Shout out Heineken again, because you stressed me out, Nick. You got to do better, man. You got to do better. You came from a college with Brett Favre. You got number 4 on your chest. Play like him. Or somewhere close like him. Just be good. I ain't actually be great. Just be good. Just be all you really got to do on offense is put up 20, 21 points. That's all you got to do. Now 24. Well, 21, the kicker do what he got to do. Get us in range. I'd be happy we kick field goal every drive. At least we build a momentum. That's all I ask. I ain't gonna spend this whole video just talking bad about you. So we're gonna go to something new. But Nick, sit and think about what I said. I hope this video reach you. And you reach back at me. You gonna have a few words, I'm gonna have a few words. We just go back and forth. The first thing, I got money, you don't. Okay, cool. But I can play quarterback better than you. Gosh. So I'm gonna step away from Nick Mullens. This is some stuff I read. If Salah leaves, this is coming from NinerNation.com. We got 6 potential replacements for Salah. They say the obvious option is Dan Quinn. Former Atlanta Falcons head coach Dan Quinn is an easy connection, as Kyle Shanahan was an offensive coordinator under Quinn during his time in Atlanta for 2 seasons. Quinn spent his first 4 seasons in the NFL as defensive quality control coach in San Francisco, making him the most obvious candidate to replace Salah. Reasons against: despite Quinn's defensive background, the Falcons have finished 17-30, 17-19, and 18 in defensive DVOA in each of the past 5 years. Atlanta weighed defensive DVOA, which puts more emphasis on recent games. It's number 11. The 49 defense will look a lot different next year than it does this year, but with stars like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, defensive line with Eric Armstead and Kinlaw, next coordinator won't be hurting for talent. Instead of going with a familiar face who we've seen fail to motivate his team and evaluate the talent on the roster, I pass on Quinn. I agree with that. Gus Bradley, staying with the Seattle coordinator, charged defensive coordinator Gus Bradley isn't available yet, but if Los Angeles clean house, Bradley's likely on his way out. Bradley recommends Salah to Pete Carroll. And it says reason against. It seems like the only time we hear good things about Bradley is when he's against the Chiefs. And that's just because Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa get past it. The Chargers are 22nd in the defensive DVOA this season. Bradley has not fully evolved past the Seattle coverage scheme, which offenses compress their defense by going into trips, which would be an easy no for me. I ain't really look too much into him. This is the pipe dreams. Wade Phillips, y'all know Wade Phillips. Phillips wants to coach in the, next year. Phillips is supposedly interested in the Raiders defensive coordinator position before the season. Phillips served as the Rams defensive coordinator for the previous 3 seasons. He's a 73-year-old but a living legend. There aren't any ties to Shanahan that I know of, but but he shouldn't need any. Phil's aggressive, simplistic philosophy allows for defenses to play fast. It hasn't been often, but when the 49ers have made mistakes on defense this season, it's because they've made mental mistakes. I agree with that 100%. You know what you're getting with Wade, and that's probably blitzing and man coverage. The 49ers will have to invest in the cornerback positions. And I agree with that. Me personally, with or without Wade, I think we need corners anyway, because everybody dropping like flies, and the blitzing packages that would be lovely. Because we got Fred Warner and Greenlaw out there also, plus Quan Williams. Man, it'll be lovely. And I know you all guys know this guy, Vic Fangio. There was a rumor a little over a week ago that the Broncos may fire Vic Fangio. Why? I'm not sure, as he's been dealt a bad hand thanks to his general manager, but Fangio and his defense have remained competitive. Before you get stuck on shifting in 3-4, remember that 75% of the time the team will likely be in sub package, and Fangio will let Bosa and Armstead rush their hand on the ground. And it says, reason for you couldn't pay me to say anything bad about Fangio, the defense coordinator. If Fangio would have been able to get out of his contract with Chicago, he'd be in San Francisco in 2017. Shanahan told reporters Vic was under contract and I wasn't allowed to get him. If that changes this year, I will welcome Fangio back to the Bay with open arms. I would love for him to come back to the Bay, man. That defense was crazy, and defense win championships. Offense win ball games. You always remember that. Two-player coaches, DeMarcus Ryan. It didn't take long to realize Ryan had a future as defensive coordinator. That was one of my first thoughts after training camp in 2019. And Raheem Morris, Atlanta Falcons defensive since Quinn has been fired. Ranked 11th defensive DOA. Those two guys I ain't really speak too much about because I don't really know them like that. So we ain't gonna speak too much about them. But I know I'm speaking ahead. We got the quarterback situation. Then we got who we drafted and things like that. But we got to realize we do need a defensive coordinator. We do need to replace Saleh if he leaves. But like I said, he earned that spot. He did what he got to do. And I know Detroit looking at him heavy. So I hope Vic come back or Wade. I wish we get one of the two, and we go out there and ball, pick up some corners. So we start throwing them blitz packages at them. Like Bosa and Armstead go ham, and Kinlaw. So I was one of the people I wanted to see. But on the brighter side, let's get into some injuries. So we're going to jump on the injury. I know I said brighter side, but I heard some good news, maybe some bad news. We don't know yet. This is coming from 49erswebzone.com. It said 49 injury news. Kyle Shanahan provides updates on Raheem Mostert, Ben Garland, and Ronald Blair, and others. And it says San Francisco 49ers head coach Shanahan spoke with reporters on Wednesday and provided several injury updates that includes who he expects to miss practice or be limited during the afternoon sessions following his press conference. Shanahan lists the following players as not likely to practice, and that's Brunskill, Hornets, I think, Raheem Mostert, and Deebo Samuel. The coach will list the following players as likely to be limited: Jones, Emmanuel Emoji, Fred Warner, and Quan Williams. Quan Williams got the ankle, Fred got the stinger, Mosley hamstring, DJ Jones ankle, Raheem Mostert ankle, and Deebo Samuel hamstring. As for Mostert, it will appear that the running back aggravated his ankle. He missed 4 games early this season due to a high ankle sprain that landed him on injury reserve. It's kind of a high ankle sprain. Sprains are Shanahan explained he zinged it a couple of times in the game, which is going to happen to him a lot, but it felt like just a little worse than normal. And he's not practiced today, but with the image results, we feel pretty good that he'll be able to get there at the end of the week. So that's a good news. Shanahan was asked if he expects get center Ben Garland back this season. The coach wasn't very optimistic about it. We already know he might be done for the year. Ronald Blair, Shanahan spoke on that, and he said, believe so. Shanahan responded, I haven't talked to Ronnie about it a little bit. I know there was more negative things that happened with the surgery and stuff, so Ronnie's got to get that fixed. So that kind of sucks. But I was trying to look for more information. I seen Kittle's back at practice, so that's a plus. And I also heard that Deebo would be done for the year because of the hamstring situation. So we got some good players coming back. Some players, leaving. Oh, I found some of the Deebo Samuel will likely miss the rest of the season. Some I found. Sorry. This is NinerNation.com. And it said the 49ers waived DL. Oh, we skip past that. I'm sorry for that. Kyle Shanahan said Deebo took the news hard, but Shanahan tried to explain the same with that it could be blessing in disguise as Samuel injury could heal 100% now. He added that now Sammy will understand that it takes to play every week in the league and how to take care of his body in the off season. So we know we lost Deebo. So I mean, it sucks, but he need to get that thing healthy, the hamstring healthy. He said Jimmy G will not practice this week. Only if we'll see Jimmy this season, I wouldn't say I'm confident. It's up in the air. The only way that we're going to put him out there if it's completely healed. So we know Jimmy G is only coming out if his high ankle sprain's healed. They also spoke on, I'm trying to find the Kettle situation, but I can't find it. But they actually spoke on Kettle. So he might be back this week because he came to practice because he got the practice window open. So he's back at practice. So hopefully he'll be in the game. But with all that, we got the Cowboys. I know I ran through a lot. Most of this things happened to they be talking about my boy Nick. But yeah, so we're going against the Cowboys. We need to run the ball. Get it down the field. Do what we got to do. But I know I'm running short on time because I spent so much on Nick Mullens. But anyway, yeah, I can see this game being a 28-14 game. I got us running heavy, and Brandon Aiyuk getting a lot of the passes because Deebo out, and KB actually gonna step up this week if George Kittle playing. Look out for him. So. Y'all have a good night, good morning, good evening. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell, like, comment, share, all of the above. I appreciate you guys. You don't understand how much I do appreciate you guys. Like I said on my other channel, I got this road to the Super Bowl in my Mutt League, so make sure y'all check that out as well. So I'm getting everything lined up for this upcoming year, so make sure y'all tune into everything that I post. Have a good holiday, good Christmas, good New Year's, good everything. Thank you.